Any chance we'll see Jonathan playing this season?
Probably not. I guess we'll probably assess it in 2 weeks where he's at. So the advice we've received is that to let it settle for the next week or two, and then that will give us a bit of an indication on whether there's a possibility at all. But at this stage, I would have thought it's probably more unlikely. Yeah.
Is it a tear rather than a rupture? Is the worst possible result, really, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's obviously the scans have come back to say there's a partial tear, so rupture is probably a better scenario. It's one of those unusual injuries where rupture is better than partial, so we just got to wait. We've just got to wait for the area to settle down. So it's a little bit swollen at the moment, so we'll give it a chance to settle down and then make our assessment from there. So it doesn't really change too many timelines. It just probably gives a much clearer view of what our next step should be.
He's not tempted to do a Robert Harvey and jump off a chair, is he?
Anything is possible with Jonathan Brown. So, this bloke takes on cars. So it wouldn't surprise me whether he has some sort of plan like that in mind. But no, I think he'll be quite sensible about it.
How's his mood, Michael?
No, he's good. He's other than the disappointment of an injury, and he wants to be out there playing with the lads, and he can see the guys really improving, and so he's sort of really desperate to get back and be playing with the team. So look, it presents any time we lose, we lost our skipper, so that's disappointing, but it also presents opportunity, and we're sharing our workload in the forward line. We're getting our 9 to 11 goal kickers a week, and that's something that if you asked me 12 months ago whether that would be a good thing if that happened in 12 months' time, I'd be taking it, because it means that we'd be less reliant on him. But his presence clearly is something that we're going to have to make up, and collectively we're going to have to make that up as a group.
Vossy, could this be the beginning of life without Brownie for the Lions?
No, I wouldn't have thought so. Look, from my point of view, what would be clearly communicated to Brownie is that he's required, and we want him to play on next year. That'll be left in no doubt. In terms of our communication back to him. So then it's over to him, and any discussion I've had with him, he's a good frame of mind, really positive about the direction of the team. So I guess he'll make that decision in due course, but certainly from initial chats that we've had, it's all been quite positive. So I guess people are probably reading in between the lines a little bit, because he's sticking true, in his convictions that I'll make that decision at the end of the year. So I think we just respected the fact that he has the convictions to do that, and that's when the decision will be made. But certainly from our end, there'll be no ambiguity about what we want him to do.
The Tigers are up and about now, Michael. How big a challenge does this present to you guys this week?
No, this is a big one. We're at MCG, we haven't been in Melbourne for, feels like an eternity. I think it's been about 10 weeks. Don't quote me on the exact time frame, but it's certainly been a long time. We've been around Australia, so we find ourselves back at the home of football at the MCG, playing against the Tigers, who are up and about off the back of a very good victory. So, it's a big game for us. We've been in some good form. We've been finishing out games really strong. Our legs, again, so the guys should be getting confidence in their legs to finish out games strong. Significantly, we won a first quarter on the weekend, which we haven't had too many of those. So we've been talking about this every week, haven't we? So to be able to have one of those, they're all little small things for us as a group. So the guys should be coming down there feeling pretty confident about the game, and it's a good challenge for us.
You mentioned that Lyle and Martin were probably the two likely ins for Brownie. Have you made
they're possibilities. No, not yet. Certainly our match committee preparation all starts this afternoon, so we'll start to look at who's the possibilities of that, but certainly Steph came back and played very well on the weekend, and Geordie's been playing well for a while, so we've got a couple of options there that we can go with it immediately.